Last winter, I killed 12 houseplants. 12. And the worst part? They all died from the same 5 watering mistakes that I see everywhere in the plant community. Here's the thing. What works for your plants in summer will literally kill them in winter. Your pothos that needed water twice a week in July. In January, that same schedule will drown it. Today, I'm breaking down the 5 most common winter watering mistakes that are probably killing your plants right now, and exactly how to fix them. Plus, I've got a bonus tip at the end that completely changed how I water my plants. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to keep your houseplants thriving all winter long. Let's start with the mistake that's probably killing your plants right now. Here's what most people don't realize. Your houseplants are basically taking a nap in winter. They're semi-dormant. Growth slows way down, sometimes stopping completely. And when plants aren't growing, they're not drinking much water. Think about it like this. In summer, your plants are marathon runners chugging water constantly. In winter, they're couch potatoes. They need way less. Most houseplants need 50 to 70% less water in winter than they do in summer. 50 to 70%. That's huge. But here's what happens. We keep watering on our summer schedule. We're used to watering every week, so we just keep doing it. And slowly, the roots start sitting in soggy soil. They can't breathe. Root rot sets in. And by the time you notice yellowing leaves or that mushy stem, it's often too late. I learned this the hard way with a beautiful fiddle leaf fig. Kept my summer watering schedule right through December. By January, half the leaves were yellow and dropping. Pulled it out of the pot and the roots were complete mush. Total root rot. So here's the fix. Check your soil before you water. Stick your finger 2 inches down into the soil. If it's still moist, don't water. Wait another few days and check again. For most plants, you want the top 2 inches to be completely dry before you water in winter. For succulents and cacti, wait until the soil is dry almost all the way down. And here's a game changer. Get a moisture meter. They're like $10 on Amazon and they take all the guesswork out. You just stick it in the soil and it tells you exactly how wet or dry it is. Best $10 I ever spent for my plants. Bottom line, in winter, when in doubt, wait another day. Underwatering is way easier to fix than overwatering. Mistake number 2. Ignoring humidity changes from your heating system. Okay, so this one sneaks up on everyone. You turn on your heat in November, and suddenly your home becomes the Sahara Desert for your plants. Here's the deal. Most houseplants come from tropical or subtropical environments where humidity is 60 to 80%. In summer, your home might naturally sit around 40 to 50% humidity. Not perfect, but okay. But when you crank up the heat in winter, indoor humidity can drop to 20 to 30%. That's literally desert levels, and your tropical plants are not happy campers. Low humidity does 2 things. First, it makes water evaporate from leaves faster, so plants get thirsty quicker. Second, it makes the soil dry out unevenly. The top gets bone dry while the bottom stays wet, which confuses the heck out of you when you're trying to figure out when to water. I had this happen with my calatheas last winter. The leaf edges started turning brown and crispy, even though I was watering regularly. Took me weeks to figure out it was a humidity problem, not a watering problem. So, here's how to fix it. First, group your plants together. When plants are clustered, they create their own little humid microclimate. The water they release through their leaves benefits all the plants around them. Second, use pebble trays. Get a shallow tray, fill it with pebbles. Add water just below the top of the pebbles, and set your plant on top. As the water evaporates, it creates humidity around the plant. Just make sure the pot isn't sitting directly in water, or you'll get root rot. Third, if you've got a lot of tropical plants, get a small humidifier. Run it near your plant collection for a few hours a day. You can get a decent one for $30 to $40, and it makes a massive difference. And here's a quick trick. Mist your plants in the morning. It's not a long-term humidity solution, but it gives them a little boost and helps clean dust off the leaves. Mistake number 3. Watering on a fixed schedule. I'm just gonna say it. Your plants don't follow calendars. They don't care that it's watering Wednesday or that you water every Sunday morning with your coffee. Here's the problem with schedules. Every plant is different. Your pothos in the bright window dries out way faster than your snake plant in the corner. Your terracotta pots dry out faster than plastic pots. Your plant in a big pot stays wet longer than the same plant in a small pot. And in winter, all of this gets even more variable because of heating vents, sunlight changes, and plant dormancy. I used to water all my plants every Saturday morning. It was part of my routine. But I started noticing some plants were bone dry by Friday. While others were still soggy on Sunday, I was simultaneously underwatering some plants and overwatering others. So here's what you need to do. Check each plant individually. Make it part of your routine to walk around and check your plants every few days. Stick your finger in the soil, look at the leaves, feel the weight of the pot. Get to know what each plant needs. Some plants will need water once a week, some every 2 weeks, some once a month in winter. And here's a pro tip. When you do water thoroughly. Don't just give a little splash. Water until it runs out the drainage holes. This ensures the entire root ball gets hydrated and prevents dry pockets in the soil. Then wait until that plant actually needs water again before you water it. It's really that simple. Your plants will tell you what they need. You just have to pay attention instead of following a rigid schedule. Mistake number 4. Using cold tap water straight from the faucet. This one shocked me when I first learned it, but it makes total sense when you think about it. In winter, your tap water can be 40 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. That's cold, and when you pour that ice-cold water onto your plant's roots, it's a shock to their system. Think about jumping into a cold pool versus easing into a warm bath. Your plants feel the same way about cold water hitting their roots. Cold water can slow down nutrient absorption, stress the plant, and in extreme cases, actually damage the roots. Plus, cold water doesn't absorb into the soil as well as room temperature water, so you might think you're watering thoroughly, but you're actually not. I noticed this with my prayer plant. I'd water it, and the water would just sit on top of the soil or run straight through without really soaking in. Turns out the cold water was part of the problem. The fix is super easy. Fill your watering can the night before and let it sit out overnight. By morning the water will be room temperature, which is way gentler on your plants. As a bonus, letting water sit out also allows chlorine to evaporate, which some sensitive plants really appreciate. If you forget to fill your watering can ahead of time, you can also mix a little hot water with your cold tap water to bring it to room temperature. Just test it with your finger first. You want it to feel neutral, not warm or cold. Room temperature water absorbs better, doesn't shock the roots, and your plants will be much happier. And mistake number 5, fighting against your plant's natural dormancy period. This is the mistake I see all the time, especially with new plant parents. You notice your plant isn't growing in winter, so you think something's wrong. You start watering more, fertilizing more, trying to fix the problem. But here's the truth. For most houseplants, winter is rest time. It's completely normal and healthy for growth to slow down or stop. In their natural habitats, these plants experience seasonal changes. Shorter days, cooler temperatures, less rainfall. They've evolved to take a break during this time to conserve energy. When you try to force growth in winter by overwatering or over-fertilizing, you're actually stressing the plant. You can cause weak, leggy growth, root problems, or nutrient burn. I made this mistake with a monstera. It stopped putting out new leaves in November, so I started fertilizing it every 2 weeks, thinking it needed a boost. By January, the leaves were turning yellow with brown tips. Classic fertilizer burn. I had to flush the soil and stop fertilizing completely for months to fix it. Here's what to do instead. Embrace the dormancy. In winter, most houseplants need way less water, as we've talked about, but they also need zero fertilizer. Stop fertilizing from November through February. Your plants aren't growing, so they're not using nutrients. Adding fertilizer just causes salt buildup in the soil. Except that new growth will slow down or stop. That's okay. Your plant is resting, not dying. Keep doing the basics. Provide adequate light, maintain decent humidity, water only when the soil is dry, but don't try to push growth. When spring comes and the days get longer, your plant will naturally wake up. You'll see new growth, and that's when you can resume your regular fertilizing schedule. Work with your plant's natural rhythms, not against them. They know what they're doing. Okay, I promised you a bonus tip, and this one is a total game changer. Bottom watering. Here's the problem with top watering in winter. When soil gets really dry, it can become hydrophobic. That means it actually repels water. You pour water on top, and it just runs straight through without actually soaking into the soil. The roots never get hydrated. This happens all the time in winter because we're watering less frequently, so the soil gets drier than usual. Bottom watering solves this problem completely. Here's how you do it. Take your plant pot and set it in a container of water. Could be your sink, a bucket, a large bowl, whatever works. The water should come up 2 to 3 inches on the side of the pot. Then just walk away. Let it sit for 15 to 30 minutes. The soil will wick up water from the bottom, through the drainage holes, all the way up to the top. It's like the plant is drinking through a straw. The roots get thoroughly hydrated, and you don't have to worry about water running through dry soil. After 15 to 30 minutes, check the top of the soil. If it feels moist, you're done. Take the pot out, let it drain completely, and put it back in its spot. If the top is still dry, let it sit another 15 minutes and check again. I bottom water all my plants now, especially in winter. It takes a little more time, but I know for sure that the roots are getting the water they need. Plus, it prevents that annoying thing where water runs out the bottom and makes a mess on your furniture. Try it with one plant and see the difference. I think you'll be hooked. Alright, let's do a quick recap of the 5 winter watering mistakes that are killing your plants. Mistake number 1, overwatering in winter. Remember, your plants need 50 to 70% less water when they're dormant. Check the soil before you water, and when in doubt, wait another day. Mistake number 2, ignoring humidity changes from your heating system. Group your plants, use pebble trays, or run a humidifier to keep your tropical plants happy. Mistake number 3, watering on a fixed schedule. Check each plant individually because they all have different needs, especially in winter. Mistake number 4, using cold tap water. Let your water sit out overnight to reach room temperature before watering. And mistake number 5, fighting against dormancy. Let your plants rest in winter, stop fertilizing, reduce watering, and don't try to force growth. Plus, our bonus tip. Try bottom watering to ensure your plants get thoroughly hydrated, especially when soil gets really dry. Now here's what I want you to do. Pick one plant in your home right now and check the soil. Seriously, pause this video, go stick your finger in the soil, and see if you've been overwatering. I bet at least half of you are going to find soggy soil that you thought was dry. If you found this helpful, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps other plant parents find this video so they can stop killing their plants too. And if you want more winter plant care tips, I just posted a video on the 10 best houseplants that actually thrive in low winter light. I'll link it up in the cards and down in the description. It pairs perfectly with what we talked about today. Drop a comment below and tell me, which of these 5 mistakes have you been making? I'm guessing it's the schedule thing for most of you, but let me know. I read every single comment, and I love hearing from you. If you're new here, welcome to Green Life Zen. We're all about making sustainable living and plant care simple and approachable. No judgment, no overwhelm, just practical tips you can actually use. Hit that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, happy watering, and remember, when in doubt, wait it out.